Hey guys, it's Jackie again today. We're cutting soap. We just made soap yesterday, so a little bit earlier you saw me unpackaging, which is unmolding the soap from my wooden molds. And these molds are basically, I call them 28 bar molds, which is my recipe is basically fills into 28. I could probably make 32 or 36 in there. But what we're going to cut today is 6 different soaps. First is the patchouli, all natural, made with patchouli and essential oil with a pretty black marbled oxide running through it. Our Christmas soap this year, which I did another video on, how I chose that. When it's cut, I'll show you. It should be really pretty. Our frankincense and myrrh. This is the cucumber, tea tree, and pine soap. Again, all natural. Our beach scent. You probably can't see it from there, but there's little flecks of green, and that's pureed cucumber. And then last is pumpkin spice, which I do year-round because people want pumpkin spice year-round. So I'm going to move things around a little bit, and then I'll show you my cutting system. Okay, so I'm going to get ready to cut the bars of soap, and what I do first is put it on my log splitter, which I'll pan over here so you can see the log splitter. This guy has a full log of soap sitting in it, and I basically use this little frame with piano wire strung in it to cut the log once it's centered into 4 soap size bars or logs. And then I go over here to my bar splitter and probably not going to be able to see this real good. This also has piano wire strung through it, and position the bars in there and then press down to cut. And that's basically 14 bars cut and ready to go. And yes, they do fly out like that. And then from here, I put them on a tray, and I'll show you how I wrap them. And I do usually 2 or 3 cents at a time. I put them on a tray, which for me is an old cookie sheet that I've retired. Okay, so the cutting is all done now, and I've got a couple things that I do with the end pieces. And the end pieces are pieces that are from the top of the mold. So they're lumpy and bumpy. You can see from that view, they're all different. This was that Christmas soap. It had goat milk in it. It's just really skinny on the top. This one is not. This one is the frankincense and myrrh. So what I do is I create either samples that go out in orders or my guest soaps. So if I have thicker pieces like that frankincense and myrrh, I then create the little guest soaps. And that's a guest soap. And the guest soaps, you can buy them on the website. They're a pack of 4 for $6. This sometimes too I use in the house. If I want a particular scent, I'll try to always find an end piece instead of using a full bar. You know, we get the dribs and drabs. And the other thing I want to show you is the samples that I give out at shows is the Everything But the Kitchen Sink soap. And these are bigger than I give out at the shows, but these I'm going to be cutting up and putting in orders. And I'll probably do that, especially with this Christmas soap too, cut those up into small pieces and put them in as little freebies and with the orders. And just to let you see how that Christmas soap turned out, this is probably the best example of a really nice distribution of the color. The little chunks inside, they were little ornament sizes actually. This is an example of one that, you know, just got mainly green. This one is an example of both the red, mainly red, and also one that didn't get very much color right at the, you know, top of the soap, if you will. But you can see, you know, it's throughout the bar, the little chunks. So that is this year's Christmas soap. And the fruitcake soap is going to be named Hide It's Fruitcake Season. So that will go up on the website in a few days. These will stay in the curing racks up to 2 weeks. Usually, actually longer than that right now. I've got soaps on here that have been on here for months because of COVID. That's not unusual. These soaps will last. You can lose one in your bathroom and pull it out in 5 years. It's still going to smell like it did when it was made fresh.